I'm now back from the beach trip that I was just on. I'm going back on another trip this weekend, actually, though. But I should have a video out this weekend. But anyways, there's always this pet store, this more fish store than anything that we always go to when we're there. Now it's called Blue Water Zoo. It's in Fort Walton Beach, Florida. I highly recommend you stop by there anytime you're in that area. But anyways, they have something new this time. This is something that they've only had for about 3 weeks now. I talked to the owner about it, and it's something that I've been wanting to get. I just have not seen them anywhere, and they're pretty expensive. They really are. And they are bonsai trees. Now, this is the one I got right here. This is a pretty big one compared to like some of the ones that he had, and actually, the smaller ones had a little bit more like characteristics to them than that one, but I wanted a bigger one so it could really fill out the tank. And as you guys know what tank we're putting in by the title and the thumbnail, and that is the Betta tank. So this is the 5-gallon Betta tank that we're going to be putting it into. Now this banana plant is just going crazy. It only had like one little lily pad up there before I left, and now it's got another small one right there, and these leaves are just shooting up like crazy. And then you got this one right next to it, just nothing much going on with it. But anyways, we're gonna take this piece of wood out, and also I got a new light for this. As you can see, this light just kind of comes down in the middle. It doesn't really expand out, and I want there to be full light all throughout the tank, so I end up getting a new light for this as well. So this is the fluval light that I got right here, and this is it. So it's meant to hang on the back actually, but as you can see, it's just a little bit too long for that. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna clip it on the side, and as you can see, it'll hang right in the middle of the tank, and it'll of course spread light all throughout the tank. And this thing does adjust as like how high you want it and all that. But anyways, so we got the new light. But anyways, what we're gonna do, we're not gonna do too much to the tank, but what I want to do, I want to take out that piece of wood right there, and we're also gonna do probably about a 60% water change on this, because just get the tannins out of there. Now also another thing with the bonsai tree is that I asked the guy, will it release a lot of tannins? He said probably not. He said it doesn't release that many tannins, and he actually had a tank set up with 2 big old bonsai trees in it, and the tank was crystal clear, and he only had it set up for about 3 weeks. So hopefully it won't. Now this piece of wood has released a lot of tannins, which the Betta, of course the Betta and the fish love it. But we're gonna take this piece of wood out, and we're actually gonna put it in the pea puffer tank right here. We're gonna take that white rock out, and that piece of driftwood right there. And what we're going to end up doing is putting little anubias plants on these branches. Not on every single one of them, but like on this top one, probably on this one, and probably on that one right there, and leave that one and that one open. And that way, you know, it won't be completely filled out. But anyways, we're going to take this little bitty anubias and put it on one, and probably I'm going to clip 2 of these anubias off of this piece of driftwood. And of course we'll take the driftwood out, and also that rock right there, and we'll put the big piece of driftwood in there. And also there's 2 subulata plants in the back, which you can barely see. I really don't know how they're doing as good as they're still doing, because there's not much light, and they're really the most light demanding plant in there. We're going to take those guys out and probably put one to the side and one to the other side of the piece of driftwood we're going to put in here. So the puffer will obviously love that. We have probably more high-end space. It really doesn't go in that cave that much, at least what I see. It kind of just, you know, it kind of stays out and goes in the plants right there. But anyways, he'll definitely like that, and pretty soon we're going to get one more pea puffer for this. But anyways, the La Lupe cichlids are looking great. There's that guy right there, the little bit more bigger and dominant one, and the other guy is just hanging right back there. Now, they were just out in the front just a few minutes ago. But anyways, we're going to get to draining this tank and get to, you know, give this thing a little bit of a makeover. So the first thing I'm going to try to do is actually take this piece of driftwood out right here. There's the puffer right there. But anyways, going to take this out and actually kind of like pull this big piece of anubias off. I really think it's 2 different plants, and they've kind of grown together. But anyways, we're going to try to separate them, and of course start trying to put them on the bonsai tree. Alright guys, so check this out. So this literally only took me about 2 minutes to do this. So I got came off from the piece of wood right here. As you can see, I just kind of gently pull the roots out of that hole right there, and they came out. None of the plant broke apart or anything, and then I just kind of separated the 2 different plants. And I actually didn't even tie these on. There's so much like little notches in these little pieces of wood that you could just kind of stick it in there, and the anubias is going to hold there and just kind of start, you know, growing the roots out through the little top branches right here. So that'll be pretty cool to see what it does and all. And then this is the little bitty one I got out of the Betta tank. So that's pretty much it. I might end up getting one more to put right here on this front one, and maybe one on the back. But probably if I get another one, it'll just be right here on the front. But for now, that is going to be the tree, and it's going to look really, really good once we get in the tank. But now what we've got to do, we've got to drain this halfway. We've got to take that piece of wood out, and also the 2 plants are in the back. and kind of probably reposition this banana plant and that little bitty plant right there. And there's also some other type of Anubias back there. I forget what that's kind of is called. It's not the short-grown Anubias though. It's more taller. So let's start draining this tank, put the new tree in there, and also the new light on there. Now, unless you guys were watching the video when I actually showed this to you guys and we were really putting it in the tank, you guys would have never known that there are actually two stones holding that piece of wood down. I'm about to take them off because it doesn't need it anymore. It was just when I first put it in there because it was very buoyant. And hopefully we don't have that problem with the bonsai tree, but also this is the taller piece of Anubias that was in there. I just went ahead and put it on the tree. Why not, you know? So I'm now going to take the two subulata plants that were in here out of here, and we're going to end up putting these guys in the puffer's tank. There they are. And I'm really surprised at how well they were doing. Like, they are very green looking, so we're going to put these guys in his tank now. We're going to take that white rock out, set the driftwood in there, of course, take the rocks off, and his tank is going to be looking a lot better. And then, of course, we'll get another puffer for the tank. So the tree is now in there, as you can see right there. It looks pretty good. Did have to put some gravel in around the bottom just to keep it down. It is a little bit buoyant still, but anyways, I'm going to fill it up just a tad bit because the Anubias is a little bit out of the water right there. But anyways, I'm about to clip the light on. I got to make sure that it will still clip on right here, even though the rim is still right here. Now, I actually have taken a rim off of a tank before just to make sure the light would go on there, you know, because it actually would not clip on there. But anyways, hopefully it will. I think it will. We're about to find out, though. And this thing is about to really look good here in a second, especially in a few hours once it really gets clear. Alright, so I've got the light up there now. I actually ended up taking the rim off the tank. I actually had to, but it looks pretty good. I love rimless tanks anyway, so this thing's going to look great once we get the light on. And I'm going to come back in a few hours after we turn the light on and after it's really cleared up, you know, later in the day, and really show it to you guys then. But anyways, we're going to go and turn this light on, and let's see what the finished product looks like. In 3, 2, 1. Oh, wow. Okay, that's bright. That is really bright, but look at that. That looks so good. Oh my gosh, dude. And we're going to get some more plants. I didn't realize, you know, how there really wasn't anything on the bottom. So we're going to get more, probably some more banana plants. Try to get another one like that one. But hopefully that one will really start taking off. But anyways, dude, that looks so good. Look at that. That is only going to look even better in a few hours. So I'm going to come back in a few hours when this is a lot cleared up, and we're going to check it out then. But I actually did kind of, you know, reset back up the puffer tank, as you can see, gave it a new look. And I'm going to put this hood back on, get the filter back running, and this thing is going to look even better now. It already does. I mean, I really like how this looks now. You know, it's good to really switch up everything. Like, you know, I did the same thing with that tank a few months ago now, and you don't really want to get bored with your setups. You know, if you get bored with your setups, then you don't want to come and look at them. You know, you want to come and really enjoy your tanks, and that's why you want to, you know, really switch it up and everything, like I just did with that tank, and of course that tank. So I'm going to be back in a few hours to look at that tank and also that tank and see how they're looking. So it is now the next day, and that little montage you guys just saw I actually filmed last night. So yeah, but it's now the next day. The tank is pretty clear. Also, the puffer tank is looking crystal clear. It's just that the Betta tank still has a few tannins in the water, but other than that, it looks pretty dang good. So as you can see, the tank is looking pretty good. Now, here's my thought, what I think I am going to end up doing. That banana plant and that banana plant I'm actually going to end up taking out, so that way it's just mainly focused on the bonsai tree. And also, this is going to really interfere with the tree and the plant look and all that. So, I'm going to end up taking this out, because pretty soon, probably sometime this week or the next week, we're going to be setting up the guppy pond, and I want some banana plants in there so the guppies will really like it. And this one, of course, is going to look great in there. It'll be like its own little like lily pads in there, you know. It's going to shoot up all these leaves, at least most of them, and it should look great. We'll get a few more banana plants in there, and the guppy pond will look very, very good. We're going to be setting that up pretty soon. But also, this is a little light that someone had brought into the fish store when we were down there and you know, at the beach, and we got this thing for $2, so I thought it was just a little white LED light, but no, check this out. So this is what it looked like last night. It actually changes colors very slowly. It doesn't bother the fish. It's not stressing them out because it's doing it very slowly, you know, kind of fades in between one color to the next, and it looks great. So I'm going to start turning it on at night, and of course I turn it on when I go to bed, so you know, the fish and the plant and the whole tank itself does get some rest from any lighting and all that. But at night I'll probably shut this light off and just turn that one on because it just makes the tank look great, and the bonsai tree and, you know, the fish, they don't mind it at all. But yeah, that right there looks pretty dang good. I gotta still add a little bit more water to the tank. Of course, it's gonna evaporate probably a good amount of water because there isn't no top over the tank, but I love rimless tanks and I love like topless tanks as well, and I just love the look of this from the top. Like, look at that. That is insane looking. But anyways, yeah, it looks great. We're going to see where this goes. I'm going to try to get this thing looking crystal clear because of obviously it does have some tannins in the water. But other than that, it looks pretty dang good and the fish are loving it. As for the puffer's tank, his tank is looking great as well, as you can see right there. These plants should do great here, and like I said, we're going to get one more puffer in here as well. And, nope, there he is right there. But other than that, both the tanks are looking great. That is pretty much it for now, though. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Be sure to drop a like on the video, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. To see where this tank goes, like I said, I probably am going to end up taking the 2 banana plants that are in there out of there, and just so that way the tank is mainly focused on the bonsai tree. Maybe getting some type of other plants in there, but nothing like the banana plant that really goes all throughout the tank, because I want the main focus of the tank to be on the bonsai tree, and of course the Betta and the neons, they absolutely love it. That is pretty much it for now, though, and with that being said, guys, I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.